Hey, so there's a few things different around here. First off, my hair. I dyed it black because I like simplistic colours, and I like normal colours. Black is far from my natural hair colour, but not too far, and it's also something different, so I dye it. And also, my new background. Yes, this is my new background that I'm going to be using as often as I can, mainly because I feel that it's a wall and a sort of surrounding of inspiration and things that make me happy and things that make me proud. Therefore, this is my new office space and my new setup space. Also, Sol Bernie. I feel it's a more general name for everything I do in this channel. Nintendo Sol, my even older name, was strictly Nintendo. I don't feel like I'm doing as much Nintendo content anymore. As much as I love making Nintendo content, I'm doing a lot more than that now. And I changed that, Nintendo Sol NS Reviews. Then I felt I wanted to do more than just reviewing, despite the fact I love reviewing. And heck, this video is a review itself. But there's more I want to do than that. So I thought, forget it. Sol Bernie. It's a general term and it's perfect in my eyes. Therefore, I'm keeping Sol Bernie as the current channel name. I've been a fan of Biffy for a few months now. Their latest album, which is technically not an official, in their line of albums by them, but the Balance of Symmetry soundtrack was really, really good. And was one of my favourite albums of last year. Despite the fact the film was one of the worst films of last year, I really, really did enjoy the soundtrack. Their latest in their official line of albums, Ellipsis, was really good. Really experimented with indie styles, but was keeping that amazing rock and roll style that they've been going for since 2002's Blackened Sky? Blackened Sky. There before, jeez. It's going to be a long shoot. Therefore, it's clear that people are getting sceptical about this new track, as it is very indie based. And especially with the song from Ellipsis, Rearrange, which is their first major indie track. And that scared a lot of fans. As much as I enjoyed it, it did scare them. But Ellipsis, a lot of the rest of it was very rock based, so they weren't worrying as much. And I feel that that's the thing with their new album that they're making. I think they're releasing an indie track to get people interested, to see how much they enjoyed some of the earlier indie stuff. And now that they're doing more indie, I feel that that's the main reason people are getting scared, and it's okay. But it's Biffy Clyro, and one of the things that's really impressed me about Biffy Clyro is that they've kept a persona of just badass rock for so long. And the fact is, they're undoubtedly not going to stop it anytime soon. They love doing it, as I can't speak for them, but I can just tell they love doing it because they've been doing it since the beginning. And despite the fact that it's tweaked in many ways, it's still rock and roll and it's still Biffy Clyro. And it's still perfect in many fans' eyes, including my own. I keep mentioning that point, but that's mainly because it's true. People have every right to be scared. But what did I think of the track? I thought it was bloody brilliant. It's an amazing track. Actually, I felt there was a lot more rock in this. Yeah, obviously there's indie themes, but there was some rock intertwined within it, which I thought was very interesting. And especially when they say, this is the sound that we make. And say, this is the sound that we make, then the beat drops. It's a perfect new song, Biffy Clyro beat drop, and it just, oh, that's an explosion. And it's always, for me, a really exciting thing. Hearing a Biffy Clyro song I've never heard, having the beat just drop, and then just the whole track exploding, and it's amazing. With this track, obviously, that excitement is still there. And I'd say that this track alone is better than Green Day's whole new album, which, despite the fact I've heard a lot of negative stuff about, I still enjoy it. There's a chance it will still be in my favourite of this year's list. Generally my whole recap kind of thing, which I want to keep doing for every single year when it comes to entertainment and media. And yeah, generally it was a really, really fun album. But this is a bloody beautiful song. The guys have clearly crafted a masterpiece. They're clearly very proud of it, as you can tell by the amount of teasers and stuff, if you're a Biffy Clyro fan, that they've been posting about. And the amount of fan excitement to do with it. And the amount of times they keep reposting it. I can't say for the rest of social medias, but I saw it on Instagram. They deleted all their stuff, all their posts. Just posted one picture of just teal, another of just peach. Then, across many different platforms, 30-second video of Simon Neil just blue paint, covering their eyes. They got blue paint here, across the camera. There you go. Can't see my eyes. That's essentially it. But I think that brings up the sort of simplicity of it, which I thought was really, really cool. and Biffy Clyro have often been masters of simplicity. And that's not going away anytime soon either, which I really, really love. And I love the fact that they've been teasing that, and the fact that they're not afraid to show that. I really, really did appreciate that quite a lot. And I think Green Day did this as well, but I can't be certain. Like, it may be something I've seen, that they did a sort of Instagram filter thing. But Biffy Clyro have done one as well, of just the blue paint covering the eyes. And I think the Green Day one I remember being quite cool, but the Biffy Clyro one is just so simplistic and so modern and so artsy that I can't help but just fall in love with it. It's actually really, really cool, the simplicity of it. This is probably the most simplistic album art or single art they've possibly ever done, and it's just really, really special. And the simplicity of it and the contrast, the slight contrast and the slight relation between the teal and the white, it's just perfect. And there's so much more than just the song with this. They've went as far as to delete a lot of posts and keep teasing little things to create something that pays off. And I have a feeling they knew it paid off, or they wouldn't have done it. They must have knew that it would have paid off, or otherwise they wouldn't have done it. They're certain. I mean, apart from Balance Not Symmetry, but we're willing to forgive that. A lot of us have forgotten about that now, especially with the amazing soundtrack. And technically Sam Neill wasn't actually a co-writer. He was just a really good songwriter. He provided a lot of detail for the film and the songs, and therefore he was put as the co-writer, which actually makes sense and is something I really appreciate. It wasn't really his fault that the film was bad. It was written and directed by Jamie Adams, I think his name is. Anyway, forget about Balance Not Symmetry film, forget about the soundtrack despite the fact it's good. This is instant history and it's brilliant. The music video as well was really surprising. Shot in 4:3, which isn't a new thing for Biffy Clyro. I think they've done it 1 or 2 times already, and it's cool. And it allows you to do a lot less, but actually a lot more at the same time. It just has you needing to all cram it all in into this one little frame, and it's really, really cool. It's genuinely mad. It's a bit like a seizure, and I mean that in the most polite way possible. It's a bit like a seizure in a music video. There's just so much, and per usual with a Biffy Clyro video, when the beat drops, there's some crazy stuff in there. And even when the beat isn't dropping, there's some crazy stuff. It's just, as I say, it's an explosion, the song, and they show that perfectly in the music video, just by putting in so much, like Biffy Clyro usually would with their music videos, because their music videos are pretty much as fantastic, sometimes maybe even more fantastic than the songs. And despite the fact that it's that sort of thing this time round, it pays off because it's a masterpiece of a music video set to a masterpiece of a song with a masterpiece of a build-up. And that's why I think Instant History is brilliant. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do hope you enjoyed the new layout and my new sort of attitude to videos, which is more natural for me, and it's just something I want to keep up a lot more. And I hope you're all open to that sort of thing, and I hope you're all appreciating it. I want to be more natural in these videos, and I feel that when I'm more natural, I'm able to say a lot more without feeling restricted, and I just feel happier with the result. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm really, really happy to be getting content out, and I'm happy that you guys seem to be enjoying the last video. I'll see you all later. I've been So Bernie, and you have all been brilliant. Thank you guys, it means a lot.